Hey, happy Friday! Friday, yay! Friday, yay! How are you guys today? I hope you're doing well. I'm trying to get comfy in my chair here. I have been sitting here because now my makeup's in here, this room, most of the time. Like I said, I do have some in my, in a container in my little storage area. And occasionally I go look now because I have you guys. And I'm like, I know I've got something new in there that I never use. And then I can pull it out and use it and it's fun. But today I have my face makeup done and I'm just going to do my eyes. I'm going to start with my eyebrows. I do have the Milani eyeshadow primer on already. So I'm going to do my eyebrows. And I want to tell you guys about the movie, Avatar, and let you know that it was good. It was substantial in length, which I think at first, oh, by the way, Merry Christmas. And do you have your drink? Get your drink if you don't. All right, it's time to hang out, you know what I mean? And it's always good to have something to drink when chatting. So I thought it was good. It was, like I said, it was good and it was substantial in length. And at first I thought, wow, this is not going to be all that great. But as it went on, it got, for me, better. Like I had told you before, that kind of movie is not really my thing, you know, like animated creatures or whatever. But, you know, it's about family. That was nice. I liked that part of it. And there's lots of adventure, a lot. Like it kept going. If you want to see a movie that is full of action, then I recommend it. And, you know, it was a good movie. I would go see it if I were you. It was good. The theater was full, and it wasn't even opening night. I don't know. I guess we went the day before opening, because today would be opening. So I guess they let us do that now. Maybe they always did. I have this eyeshadow palette that is called Honeybee Gardens, and I actually found it on Amazon. And it's really this nice little thin little palette, and it just has 4 in there. And I really like these colors. So these I feel like are good colors for me. And as you can see, my favorite one is this one. So I was going to use that today. And my brother-in-law and my sister-in-law, for my husband's birthday, are taking us out to dinner. I get to go too. What do you know? And so we're going to go out to dinner tonight. So I'm thinking maybe I'll, you know, glam up my eyeshadow a little, maybe my lipstick a little, maybe put more face stuff on. I don't know. And I don't know if you guys would be interested in that, but that's something I've done before. This is that strobe stick. Whoops. Strobe stick. Anyway, we are going out to dinner, and I think it's kind of a nice place. Like we, you know, have to have a reservation and that kind of thing. And I don't ever really dress up. The type of work I've done for years now is not the kind that you dress up. And when I say dress up, I mean, you know, like if you worked in an office, which I've done that as well. And so when you don't dress up very often, it's kind of fun to dress up a little bit. So I'm gonna use this brush. And I'm going to go in. I'm just going to use some of this pink. It's a real light pink. And see what happens. So I have that Milani on. Just going to, it kind of can get in a crease there. So, oh, you know what I'm going to do? Let me see. I'm going to put a little powder on this time. See if that'll help my blending. What I have, I don't have any loose powder in here with me, but I have this Fit Me by Maybelline, and this is number 100, and I think that it's a little light on me It's the translucent one. So I guess it's not really a color at all, is it? So I'm gonna use this little brush, one of my frozen brushes, because you're always a little girl inside. And I'm just gonna go over it a little bit with some translucent powder. I'm not going all the way up. I don't need to go up there. I have that strobe stick there and I don't need powder up there. So anyway, the popcorn was perfect. I love it when the popcorn's perfect. Do you guys like popcorn too at the movies? All right, so I have some powder on. Now I'm going to go back to putting on that light pink, just kind of see what I've got going on. It's nice and light. It's not gonna change my life today. It just is a good little base color, I feel like. And you can kind of see it a little bit. So I'm kind of excited about going out to dinner because it seems like we don't do a whole lot of that. We go out to dinner, but not, like we're going out to dinner and I'm going to, wear something nice, not just a sweatshirt. So let's see, what should I do next? I think I'm gonna go with this color first, and then I'm gonna warm up with that color. So I'm using the brush that I usually use for the crease and going in. So this weekend we have our grandson, our youngest grandson, should be having I guess before their season starts, they have what is it called? Oh, it'll come to me. You guys are probably saying it to me right now, and I appreciate it. You're just not talking loud enough. No, I'm just kidding. Gosh, what? Tournament. Thank you. Tournament. And so usually that lasts for hours. So I'm not sure exactly what we're doing with that or where it's at. We haven't heard from our daughter yet. I'm going to go in with this little blending. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to use this one, which is a small one that I use under my eyes. I'm going to go into this brown, which is like a cool brown, I think, which I really like. And I'm just going to get in the crease a little bit. I might see the puppies today. I'm not sure. I really don't know what to do. My daughter, of course, she's got the mother and the father and loves them. And they have such a wonderful, wonderful life with my daughter and my son-in-law, youngest daughter and son-in-law. And she just loves this little runt, this little male runt. And I went over and saw him, like I was telling you guys for the first time yesterday. He's so cute. And he's so much smaller, but I guess he's gained like 3 pounds or something. Not 3 pounds. 3 pounds? 3 ounces? Or 8 ounces? I think she said 8 ounces, not 3 pounds. He's not that big. And he's so cute. And he's like a little fighter, because he's got to get in there and eat. And the bigger ones, they are able to like nudge him away from eating, and he just like can't do that to anyone else. And so he's just in there just doing the best he can to stay on, to be drinking his milk, and it's just so precious. Anyway, so she has a special heart for him, and she would really like it if I could have him. And that touches my heart. And I don't know. It's not a no, but it's not a yes. I don't really know. We have, all of our animals are older, and I was thinking like I didn't want any other animals. I've always had animals, and as wonderful as they are, it's also, if you have one, it's wonderful and amazing, and the love is great, but there's always, there's just a lot of work, and we have no kids living with us now, and I was kind of leaning towards not having any. But at the same time, I would love to have a dog. I've never actually ever had a dog that I picked. And in a way, this wouldn't be that way either, because she really wants me to have him. If I was to get one of her puppies, that's the one that I would want, I think. But I'm going to use a little bit of this brown underneath my eyes with this little brush. And I always go to this side, and it seems like everything is happening over here. Maybe I should go this way. It's just so awkward for me. I think it's because I'm right-handed. I'm probably not going to keep going this direction. And so I've been going over in my head, you know, what it would mean to have a puppy. It's been a very long time since I've had a puppy. Every dog, I guess what I was trying to say is every dog that I've ever had was kind of either a rescue type situation or purposefully purchased for my husband. Not purchased. Actually, one dog I did purchase for him. But in the past, when we were very first married, he had a grandfather, oh, this is really dark, who lived in Oklahoma. And at the time, my husband was in the Army, and he was stationed in Oklahoma, so we were living in Oklahoma, and he really wanted a Rottweiler. I'm going to use this brush. I don't know if I've ever shown it to you. It's got this little thing on the end. I think it's for getting stuff out. I'm not even sure. But I really like it because it's very dense. And usually I use this one to brush everything away, any kind of fallout or anything. But I'm going to use this one because I feel like it really takes it away. Anyway, and so yeah, and so he wanted that dog, which he was really a good dog, but I'm using some of this orange. It's not orange, but you know, it's a warmer tone, orangey kind of tone, fleshy, kind of peachy kind of tone. And I'm just gonna blend this above a little bit. I'm kind of going on what I already did and coming up. Anyway, so I've never actually had an animal that I had from a puppy that was just mine. And I could make my own kind of, you know what I mean? Like have it be a good friend. And sometimes I like to go for walks or hikes, and it's a little scary going by yourself. I really want to go by myself because there's something about doing it by yourself that, you know, the solitude and the peacefulness I really love. But I'm also always like, you know, all the time. And to have a German Shepherd with me, that's my best buddy, that would be really great. But then there's the big poo-poo and the lifting of the leg. Although, and then I'm like, man, I would have to train him really good because I would want a well-trained dog, and I really don't know how to do that. We got my husband a black lab. He was so wonderful. He was half black lab and half golden retriever, and he looked like a beautiful black lab. And I took him to, you know, like puppy school or whatever, where you sit around in a circle with everyone else who has puppies. And he was just such a good boy, and I miss him. His name was Fenwick, and I love that name too. So that was my husband's dog. He always wanted to have a black lab, and I'm going to put a little bit more warmth up here. I'm going to try and do it more so you can see. Anyway, he named him Fenwick after a fishing rod, which was a cool name. I love that name. We just called him Fenny for short. So for me, I've never actually, and then we have dogs in there throughout our marriage that, we've been married for 31 years. We've had dogs throughout our marriage that, I just closed the That's what you just heard was me closing this guy here. Throughout our marriage that someone didn't want, and we took on the dog. And multiple, probably 4, I would say. Big ones. And, ooh, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put some of this, the strobe stick, just on my lids. So I've never, like I was saying, my husband has had 2 dogs that he specifically wanted, and I have not. And I've loved them all. I mean, trust me, like, it never crossed my mind. But now my husband's not really wanting, wow, my nail looks really bad. Not really wanting a big dog. And I'm thinking, well, you actually have had 2 dogs that you wanted, that you specifically wanted. And one of them was a Rottweiler. And we had kids. And he was a good boy, but so I don't know. So I'm gonna use some of the Wet n Wild multi-stick with my little angle brush here. So I'm thinking about it. And then we have our little girl, the one that keeps me up all night. Not all night, but gets me up super early in the morning. And we have to let her out throughout the day. I just don't want one pee-pee or one poo-poo on the floor, if possible. We do have hardwood and we have tile in the kitchen and dining room is tile, and then we have hardwood. So it's not a horrible cleanup when it does happen, and it does occasionally. I'd rather have it be poo-poo because I can clean that up easier than the pee-pee. The pee-pee means, I don't know. It just means she could walk in it all over the place, and I don't know. So, Friday poo-poo talk here. So I don't know. I'll keep you guys informed if I'm going to get a little puppy, a little sweet boy. I mean, this never really happened to me. I was very close with all the animals. I think, very, very close. So it wasn't as though, it wasn't as though, what am I trying to say? I loved them as my own, even though they weren't technically mine. I kind of was the one who did most stuff with them. I think seems like there's one person, I'm the one they followed me to the bathroom. And then I have to have that again too. Even though it's sweet and everything, then we're back to having the dog want to go follow you everywhere. And I just don't know. But a good thing is my beautiful daughter said that if we go anywhere or anything, we can just have the dog go to their house. So I do like that. That's good. Because otherwise, all these years we had nowhere for any of our dogs to go. So I'm going to go over this black a little bit with black. Where is the black? I felt good in my blue eyeshadow last night. I felt like I was giving it my all, Avatar my all. It was fun. I felt like it was something kind of young to do, and I did it. To kind of, oh, here it is. I got my black. I'm going to use this one, the L'Oreal one. So this is, of course, daytime makeup or nighttime makeup, just everyday makeup, I should say. I did go a little further in, than I usually do. But what I like to do if I do go further in is I put most of it out, and then as I go in, I want it to be like a barely there type thing. So I want you to see what it looks like with the strobe stick on. It just is, to me, it's beautiful. I really like this stuff. This is probably my favorite thing ever as far as makeup that I have right now goes. So I'm gonna put some Sky High on. And then dogs don't seem to live very long, especially big dogs, and it's just heartbreaking. Like our little girl we've got right now, like I told you, she's 17 and a half. I mean, big dogs don't live that long. Our sweet Fenwick, I think he only lived to be like 11. And I mean, just like with the dog that we have right now, I could have had him the rest of my life and been perfectly happy and never desired to have any other animal. I know you guys know what I mean. And then they have to go. So, oh, I just got some on my eyelid here. So I'm not, this is gonna sound silly. It's probably not even a dressy place that we're going to tonight. I've never been there before, but I'm like, should I get something new to wear? Should I get a new blouse or something? And should I wear, you know, put on some pretty glitz and glimmery eyeshadow or something tonight? Like, I just want to milk it for all it's worth, this place we're going to. It's just fun to hang out with them. We enjoy them. And that's so sweet of them. They already gave him a gift certificate for $50 from Home Depot. And now they're taking us out to dinner too for his birthday. That's so sweet. So thoughtful and sweet. And I don't think they've ever been to this place either. So we shall see. I did put a little bit of that lip ink on earlier. I wiped it off so I could drink my tea. Not have to worry about my cup being grossed out. My mom would probably tell me that I'm being like a little kid or something for saying that, but it's true. I've just always been like that. Why not take it off and put it back on? I did put some curls in my hair. I am running to Dollar Tree after all. So this is my look for the day. I feel like my part's over a lot further than usual. So Avatar. Whew. Avatar is good. If you like that kind of movie that's very fake. Well, all movies are fake, but you know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying, right? You know what I'm saying. But it was good. And I'll let you know about the puppy situation. And I hope you have a wonderful day. I'm thinking I might be getting back on here later today, just for fun, just to say hello and check in on y'all. And maybe, you know, how I did my makeup. Was it yesterday or the day before? Gosh, my brain. Where I had my daytime makeup on and then I needed to go somewhere. And so I hurried up and like refreshed without taking anything off first, which might gross people out, but it doesn't mean. I wasn't sweaty or anything gross like that. And so I'll be doing that tonight unless I work out really hard and get all sweaty. But the chances of that happening is, you know, slim. It shouldn't be. I should be on here like, hey, you guys, I just got done working out. Anyway, I hope you have an awesome day. I will be thinking about you because I will also be thinking, am I going to get on later? And I'll let you know if I bought anything new to wear. I won't. I have some clothes. And that's really all. I hope you have a great Friday. If I don't see you later today, I'm going to tell you now to have an awesome weekend. Although I'll see you tomorrow right here. Same channel. All right, you guys, you take care. And I'll see you very soon. Take good care of yourselves. And Merry Christmas.